Good morning and welcome. It's time for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, that race that we've been kind of waiting for. I hope today's awesome. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw the pre-race show up in the background for just a moment. I don't know what's going on. I want to go back later and watch it because usually in America they do things a little bit large style. So that'll be fun to watch. But I figured we'd have a look at qualifying performance and see what we can learn from yesterday's qualifying shenanigans. And if anybody's wondering, I'm exhausted. I'm very exhausted right now, but I just need to reset my data feeds real quick. Yo, so many people over on Twitch as well. YouTube, good morning. Commitment. Oh my God, snakes. I'm glad I got up early, but I really didn't want to. Right, I'm having some issues right now. I need to restart my PC and we'll get into it. Did you guys, so let's just talk about what's going on. Did anybody see the clips of Checo being announced and then just kind of like standing there behind the announcer? That was pretty good. Also during the parade laps, it looks like one of the old classic cars leaked oil all the way down the left side of the grid, which I believe, let me get the starting grid up once this PC restarts. That will be where Max's starting grid position is. So, yeah, we've got Sainz having taken a 10-place grid penalty, which I don't think is fair, but I don't know what else they can do, because if they start making up rules on the spot, that's wrong. Oh. Ahmed, good morning, bro. You fucking goofball. Dude, thank you for the 800 bits, you mad lad. Okay. Manveer Singh says, actually 3 cars leaked oil all over the circuit. Just classic car things, man. I feel like this is not that big of a deal, or it's not that abnormal. It's just the fact that they've done it on the grid. Imagine, so yeah, I got a nice old car, man. It's like, shh, don't look at that. No, it's fine. It's fine. That was the car that was here before me. That introduction to Checo was funny. That was funny. Okay, Max can avoid it, but it's just a mess. You know what, dude? My multi-viewer is not really happy right now. It's just black screen. That is very odd. I'm gonna restart one more time. Or maybe try a different airline, maybe. Mercedes isn't fair. How do you know it was Mercedes was the only team that wanted the grid penalty for Sainz? I mean, if you're racing them in the championship, you're gonna lobby for that penalty. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. Yeah. Sorry about that. I've got some issues with my multi-viewer. Yeah, honestly, if it's somebody you're racing, fuck them. Every time. Not to make it a big deal like that, but yeah. The penalty, why? Well, they're applying the rules as they're written regardless of any circumstances, so they're not making stuff up. Mitch, good morning, bro. Dude, thank you for the tier 1 for 7 freaking months. It's definitely unfair. I agree with you guys 100%. The penalty for Sainz is completely unfair. However, yeah. Let me check my laptop real quick, guys, because I don't have race feed at the moment. If somebody crashes into you, if Max crashes into you, that's unfair. I mean, if someone crashes into you, that's also unfair. But at the same time, I do not. There's lots of other stuff that's unfair. But this one was, yeah, I get it, man. So let's while I'm getting everything loaded up and I'm having a slight issue here, let's talk about race strategy. On Friday, I hope you guys don't mind looking at the back of my head while I try to set this up. I'm on my laptop. FP2 long runs, the soft tire, completely useless. I don't think we'll be seeing too much of that, or people didn't seem to think it was particularly worthwhile. So probably won't see much soft. It was hard to tell from a performance point of view. The teams that ran the hard and the medium, they both looked reasonable in terms of pace and performance. The only thing we have to consider, or they have to consider, we can't consider because we don't know anything about it yet, is the temperature and working range of those tires and what the track temperature, how much grip they're going to be able to build into it. We saw yesterday that even on the soft, it wasn't exactly clear if it was a first timed lap or second time lap on, a fast, slow, fast type program. So it's not like you can just go out, do an out lap, and then immediately go fast. Is that Terry Crews on the grid? I just opened up. Okay. Something is not happy on my computer. That penalty for the power unit is based on the number of things that he's changed and what he's changed. So it's not like an arbitrary penalty. It's like if you change the combustion engine and the energy store, those are the penalties. It's not like they're like, oh, it's a 10-place penalty. It's like, no, when you replace those components outside of the pool, that is the penalty for those things. Yeah, the reason he had to change it, fine, but they should. I think they can do something, but yeah. Let me hold on a second. Gordon Ramsay on the pre-show. I've had to message multi-viewer because my shit's not working. Sunset, good morning. Let's try one more time. And then I'm just gonna fucking cry, honestly. Stevens, good morning. Let's talk about qualifying then. What did you guys think of that? I didn't, you know what? The TV direction, I don't know if it was the TV direction that was bad, but did you guys realize that Max aborted his final lap? I completely missed that. I was just like, oh. Like, nobody, like, I could hardly tell that it was an aborted lap. It was like, I went back and watched his onboard. He basically went, I think it was through turn 12 or 14. And he basically was like, I've got absolutely no grip. And he's just like, he was thereabouts, not up on his previous best lap. So there was no point in finishing the lap, basically, because it was bad. Daniel Mackey with a, did you read my report, Daniel? Hamilton was absolutely nowhere through the medium speed turn 3. It was just like, what? He was so insanely far off that, yeah. Uh, Interesting. I've got to uninstall Multiviewer real quick. Tuman, good morning, dude. You know, this is one of those things you get up in the morning and stuff's just not working. It's not fun. It's almost midnight. What time is it for everyone right now? Because I know this is obviously not an ideal race time for anybody. Australia, 12:45, 8:45, breakfast time. Let's go. I really hope I don't have to use my laptop for this. Almost midnight in Texas. Yo. That works. Oh my god. I hate it here. Right. Give me 1 second, guys. I've got to get my laptop out because I've had a disaster. Multiviewer shit itself. Trust Ninja, good morning, bro. How you doing? Right. Make sure not to get myself done. I'm loading up Multiviewer on my laptop in front of me. Martin, good morning. I'm watching live on Multiviewer and I use the typical offset of about 30 seconds. Monker, are you going to stream and show the full race? No, I cannot show the full race. What? So, if anybody's new to the stream, hi, how you doing? My name's Blake, former F1 performance engineer. I worked at Force India and Red Bull from 2011 until 2021. I spent a lot of time as a trackside performance engineer working directly with the drivers and race engineers and focusing on car performance at the race. One of the things I'm doing now is I will watch the races and hang out with you guys and offer my commentary and thoughts on it. And I think there's a lot of people in chat that will attest, like most of them will hang out here and just turn off the main commentary. I'll usually tell you everything that's going on in the main feed, but I have the main commentary up a little bit as well, and so I can hear a little bit of everything. So yeah, we hang out, we chat about the race. If you got any questions about what's going on, feel free to ask questions. Try to keep it on topic during the race though. But I think we're gonna have an awesome time this morning. How will Ferrari bottle it? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think Ferrari's tire management is going to be that good. I don't know what the tire situation is like here. Formula Llama, thank you for the tier 1 over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Chris Beam says hit that thumbs up on YouTube. It's free. If you can, hit the like button. That'd be great. Lucky Boy, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Zifi asks, why aren't you in F1 anymore? I think the short answer to that is after doing it for 10 years, it's like one of those things. I was like, do I want to do something else? And my thought and answer to that was, I don't enjoy this as much as I should anymore. So why don't I just take a break? Like, if I wanted to go back, I could get a job in the next 2 months in F1. Might not be the job I wanted, but I could find a job in F1 if I wanted to go back. I just would rather try and fill a gap in the market, which is good educational Formula 1 content where I can learn about F1 more and then share that as well. Because at the same time, my old boss said it so fucking well. He says, you know, you think you know something, and then you have to tell other people and explain something to other people, and you realize the gaps in your knowledge when you have to explain it to someone who doesn't know that thing. So yeah, I think that's a good answer to it. Over 10, 11 years, I built up a lot of experience, and there's a lot of cool stuff that I can talk about. And it's not even, you don't even want to know about the super secret stuff because it's not that interesting. It's like the process and how things work and why things work, and having conversations with you guys about that is really, really fun and rewarding. And I hope I can add some value to that. Fintofu, good morning. Chris, you're in an Airbnb. You're dedicated, man. Yeah, I think having worked in professional motorsport is a good place to be. I think you'll have to answer why you left F1 at least once a week. Yeah, I know. And everybody that's been here for a while will be like, oh, come on, not this story again. But it's good to, yeah, it's good to remember every now and then. It's like, honestly, the race is, we're getting ready for the race. But honestly, I was watching the Braun documentary, and because I started watching Formula 1 around 2007, and that year was 2009. And I was thinking about it. I was like, fucking hell. You know, I really miss Formula 1. And then I was like, do I? I miss, like, you know, because that was like, you know, the highs and the lows and like all the emotion crammed into one. And it was like not a lot of the stuff that it takes, you know, like all the travel, the getting changed into your underpants in the car park. You know, it's like, yeah. I don't know. There's like a lot of stuff about Formula 1 that I'm like, I don't miss this at all. But yeah, dude, Chris, dude, thank you for the 1999 super chat on YouTube. You freaking legend, dude. I appreciate that. Miss the idea, but not the reality. Karting, I think that's a really good point. Leah Jane says hello from Australia. Good morning. Formula Llama's got a good one. I'll come back to Formula Llama. Nathan says Max's press conference was a pretty good summary of the diehard fan sentiment, but I don't even think it's a diehard fan sentiment only. I think it's anybody who's really into racing. You know? Good morning, Janita. Is there a way to mute the... I don't know if there's a way to mute the commentators. No. The extended season, Formula Llama, to go back to your question, the extended season is not really good for anybody, except for the people that are making money off of this. Okay. So if you're using multi-viewer and you don't want the commentary, go to your video player window with your main feed, right-click and hit Set Audio Track and go all the way down to FX. And that will be no commentators. I keep them up in the background a little bit so I can, and if they've talked to somebody, I'll hear it, you know? And if you're not using multi-view for F1, do it. Multi-view for F1 is absolutely insane. Scar. Do you prefer driving the F1 game or playing F1 Manager? I don't spend too much time doing either. Live timing hasn't kicked in yet on multi-view. It's about to start. So we're getting radio checks from all the drivers. The track temperature is up to 18. It's not really a big deal. You can get F1 TV Pro in Southern Australia. In a very roundabout way, you can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, I get that. So let's talk about. You know what, guys? I have to apologize. I really wanted to have a little bit of a pre-race show talking about qualifying and the performance, but unfortunately, getting bamboozled by my multi-viewer just not working this morning. It's working on every other computer, so I've got a computer issue. It's 1 a.m. I've had 8 cups of coffee. I'm about to get on my indoor bike to stay awake. You're mad. Nakamura, good morning. Just put the... You guys are... Lewis says, I'd like a hand wipe or something, please. Okay, so if you've got multi-viewer right now, if you look at multi-viewer right now in the radio transcriptions, it's a lot of information going to the drivers about their out lap and their formation lap prep. So for example, Yuki's messages and MOT3 as soon as possible. We start offset 0, formation lap, offset 0 with the pull toggle on, and then restart -3. Offset -3 for the start. That's a really interesting message. So they're talking about Yuki's brake balance sessions, or settings. So they're saying on the start of the race, use your normal brake balance to heat the brakes and tires evenly. But on the race start, you want to go rearwards 3% on your brake balance. And that is usually a very... Oh my god, I just closed my laptop and it's turned off, motherfucker. And that is a very good thing for race starts, to avoid front locking. Now, avoiding front locking is good. Getting rear locking is bad. But, you know, it's one of those things, it's like, I would rather have a little bit of a slight rear lock than front lock and have a flat spot and have to box immediately after that. Multi-viewer delay, set your multi-viewer delay to 32 seconds. I don't have live timing yet either. We'll give it a second. But if we don't have live timing, we don't have live timing. 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Mark Priestley's in Vegas as well. Here we go. I would message Multiview, but I've already messaged him once. Hamilton's on hards? Ooh. I don't have any data. I hate messaging Multiviewer, but fuck it. Twitch, YouTube, guys, give me an energy level out of 10. Out of 10. Right now, I think I'm at a 6, just because I'm tired. This is going to be really difficult to do commentary without data. Oof. Classic Vegas things. 30 seconds. Lots of those messages on the radio right now. Hate watching. 1 a.m. beer in hand. Let's go. $20, 15 seconds, right? We're pulling away. You can see Max driving through loads of dust, and everybody behind Max kind of like avoiding the dust cloud. My multiviewer friends, if any of you guys get the live timing working, can you please let me know what you've done? Multiviewer says there's timing loop issues from FOM. It's very likely it's not just impacting us. So everybody without timing data, it'll be all right. Eventually, if FOM can sort it out. Those figures on the right are currently incorrect. I will hide them until our timing comes back. Rudy Scooter, thank you for the raid. Good morning, homie. How we doing? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. I hope you guys had an awesome stream. What are you guys doing? Ahmed, bro, your prediction of the top 3 Popo drivers this weekend, number of DNFs. Ooh, bro, I think it's going to be Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Checo's, Verstappen, Checo, 1-2 this week. DNFs, over under DNFs, I think we'll have 4. Okay, we got timing back, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so let's look at the tires. Hold on, I gotta there we go. We're good. So everybody's running at medium, it looks like, except we've got Joe Piastri on hards, Stroll and Tsunoda on softs at the back. So Stroll and Tsunoda, is that maybe a safety car? Maybe they'll get a couple places on the start. There's a safety car. They'll take advantage of, hey, there's Jack Doohan. He's such a nice dude. Okay, my energy levels are up to an 8. I need an energy level check. Latency, set yours to 32 seconds. There's not really an optimal track temp. I guess there is an optimal track temp, but it's not 20 degrees Celsius. My state of charge is 50 or less. Is this where my fellow P1 refugees are? Possibly there's a couple in here. Matt and Tommy are having a good old time out at the track. Right, so Max is kind of trying to angle his car to avoid the garbage on the track. I didn't realize they can still talk to the drivers on the formation lap because Lance is getting like instructions. I thought they got rid of that. Right. People on the hold revs, they're ready. Green. Oh, fine. We're waiting for Tsunoda to pull up on the back. He was a little bit slow. Green flag at the back. The cars at the back of the grid are on the piss. They're on an angle. Lights out. Reasonable starts. If anybody gets impacted by the dust, I'd expect them to be later on. Max and they both go up the fucking track. Now, is he gonna have to give that back? Sure, they'll have to. I mean, they both went off? Question? Hamilton down 4, Alonso down 10? What's happened to Alonso? Dude, Rudisco again, thank you for the raid over on Twitch, man. I really appreciate that. Sorry if I've missed any messages, but dude, I hope you had a great stream. Alonso spun. And we've got Bottas all the way. So Bottas and Alonso, Sainz down 6, Hamilton down 4. Movers on the start, Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda up to P8. That soft tire. Yeah, I think Max misjudged the grip level into turn 1. Where's shenanigans? I don't know. Virtual safety car deployed. Maybe Hamilton and Sainz collision? So, Stroll up 10 places up to P9. Ocon up 8 places to P8. Tsunoda up 8. Piastri up 5. Verstappen's in for front wing change. Okay, so Max, GP's told Max, he's like, you know what, mate? We think you were ahead when you went off the track, so we don't have to worry about giving it back. I think they're going to look into that anyway, though. For sure. No? Oh, that was Perez pit. Sorry. I heard that. I saw the Verstappen radio up on the screen. Well, that's no good. Race start replay. Oh my god, Alonso just spun. Javier, bro, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You're a legend, man. I really appreciate that, brother. And also thank you for your nice comments on Driver 61's video. I did see that, man. GP coping on that one? Well, Martin seems to think it was okay. They're definitely going to look at that. Let's put it that way. Oh, Alonso, no, bro. Very low grip. I mean, Alonso spinning at the race start? Yeah. Nobody's talking about it. Very, very. Logan in the Loints, yeah, Logan P6, Albon P5. They've held steady from the race start. Yeah, Alonso literally spun on his own. So what happened to Hamilton? How does the virtual safety car work? The virtual safety car, when that comes out, rather than deploying a car onto the track, there's a reference lap time and speed that's programmed into the cars, and the cars have to follow that lap time delta. So there's a message, there's a number on their dash that tells them if they're faster or slower, and they basically have to adhere to that. Somebody's off big. Huge sparks, yellow flag. Is that Hamilton? No, it's Norris missing a tire. No. Safety car out. Lando's all right, good. I'm just watching Lando's onboard right now. Lando was just getting into, what corner is that? Lando was just like braking for the bend or slowing for the bend, and then he gets into a tank slapper and spins it around. The grip is so low right now. Yeah, it was at turn 11. Lando got a tank slapper, and then Bosch. That was bad. You can see the sparks showering because he took the wheels off and he's just sitting on those titanium skid blocks under the car. Through 11, he just gets a tank slapper. It's gone. That's it, man. And another tire and wheel rim coming off. Yeah, a little wobble, lost some grip, and he's gone. Yeah. How many cars have we lost? Just the one now? Yeah. Thanks for the stream. I love the insight, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Should have been a red. No. I mean, if it's down in the runoff zone like that, you don't need a red flag. Piastri P11 for McLaren, so they should be able to do something. He's up 7 positions. I think Max is complaining that the safety car is going too slow. Yeah, everybody's telling the race director that they need they need the safety car to go faster. Why are they not shutting up? Because they can't tell Zach to shut up when they've got him on the interview. That's because they don't have control over the world feed, so. Have we had racing past turn 4? I'm not sure. What did Bottas do? Comes. Oh my god, signs. I don't think anybody predicted how much grip was on there. What if we kissed it turn 1? I love that. Oh man. I love that. That makes me laugh. Did you play iRacing this morning? Hamilton's making a huge gap to everyone. He's closing it up now. Full GP race on W13, you madman. How did Yuki get up to P10 on lap 1, man? Yuki was a freaking demon. Let me go pull up a Yuki video. And it'd be, I really wish I'm not gonna give them any more abuse, but the TV director sucks. I'm gonna watch the race start real quick with Yuki's on board. And if you've got multi-viewer while we've got the safety car, just pull up all Yuki's on board. Safety car's in. Dang it. I'm just watching. Right, Yuki just basically full sends up the inside, passes a couple cars on the straight. He sees the cars spinning around, and he's just keeping his nose clean. And by turn 2, he's up 10 positions as Yuki. Oof. Yeah, so basically GP's just told Max they're going to let the stewards decide it. But they needed to have made it. It's lap 6. Lance is the only thing keeping me from having a mental breakdown right now. He's flying right now, dude. Thank you for the 100 bits, bro. Has Max checked out? Yeah. What do we got? I mean, we won't have DRS for a couple laps. Signs on Alonso. Albon, I don't think he's on Red Bull contract anymore. I mean, 1, 2, and 3, they all have gaps. So Verstappen, Leclerc, and Russell, they've got a little bit of a spread. And then from Gasly behind, it's pretty compact. Hi, from Slovenia. Good morning. Hey, Trust, can you DM me what that guy was doing? I didn't see any of it. Oh, that? Yeah, fuck it. Never mind, I just saw it. Yeah, back straight with DRS enabled. Hey, Trust Ninja, can you just pin a message? Harry only just joined. What do you think of lap 1 thing with Verstappen and Leclerc? I'm not sure. I mean, ideally, you'd like to stay on the track. Max has been given a 5-second penalty. Okay. So Max has got a 5-second penalty, so... So Max will have to serve that as his next stop. So he's got to serve that at the next stop. So that makes sense. I'm surprised why they didn't just say give it back at the safety car. But you know what? He'll have his 10-second gap at the first stop, yeah. He's got a 2-second gap now. DRS is now enabled. So we're going to be seeing some DRS down this back straight, hey? 5-second penalty is too lenient. I think also, you saying that, there's a lot of other people saying that a 5-second penalty, they don't think that's enough for overtaking or forcing drivers off track, which I tend to agree. I don't think that instance was malicious, but if you consistently apply the rules, he didn't make the track, and as a result, Leclerc stayed out of him. So, yeah. Max says, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Send them my regards. Ooh. Ocon on Magnussen. The camera view from that straight is good. The camera view on the strip is actually very good. I don't think the whole thing, like, I mean, if Fernando Alonso spins at turn 1, there's probably not a whole lot of grip there. They misjudged it. Was it malicious? No. Is it a penalty? Yeah. Done. And that's the normal penalty, so until they change that, It'd be nice to see that change for next season, honestly. So has Tsunoda come in? Is Tsunoda boxing this lap? So Piastri's up 9. And Tsunoda's up 7. Zhou up 5. This is not a race to think about for Bottas. Russell set the fastest lap of the race right now at 39.5. Verstappen's on a 39.6 fastest lap, and it was his personal best last lap as well. Do you think Ferrari will protest the penalty? No. No. Good morning, Em. Is Leclerc staying in range? He's closing it now. He's 1.8 instead of 2.5. Piastri gets down on Magnussen. He's coming through. Why should they protest it? Gasly purple 39 flat. Tsunoda and Alonso box. No, just Tsunoda box. Sorry, Sainz gets Alonso, but Alonso's not giving up on that. DePiglio, what's going on, man? It's an interesting circuit. It's a street circuit, which doesn't... I don't know. I'm reserving my judgment, and I've been super negative all week, so I'm just trying to vibe out. That was dangerous. He went and stopped again. Leclerc says, as Verstappen was weaving. The high speed, no, turn 3 is high speed. No, but like the overhead shots from through turn 4, 5, 6 is kind of cool. Cray, might set your delay to 32 seconds. So 32,000 milliseconds in multiviewer, and you should be good with me. So right now we've got Hamilton 9/10 to Piastri. Leclerc sitting around 2.2 to Verstappen. We've got a replay with Lewis. What do we got? Oh, this is the Lewis overtake. Hey, just nice side by side on Kevin. I reckon medium runners first pit stop around 18 to 24. I mean, if the last thing I want to say on the driver penalty, they very well could have just been at the restart when we've had a VSC and a safety car. They could have said, you need to give that position back. I don't understand how it took them that long to decide that. They've got all the onboards. They know the rules. They can apply them consistently. we risk to stop the car. So signs overheating again, possibly. Fine. So what do we got so far? Lap 1. Tsunoda mega start. Signs overheating lap 13. How is it? So the thing is, if the ambient conditions are cold, you need to blank up the radiators and inlets so that the engine will be hot enough to run properly. It can't, if the engine's too cold, it doesn't work properly either. So they've blanked it up so that hopefully they can run. But now in traffic, the car's running a little bit hotter than they needed. Leclerc's holding on to Verstappen at 2 seconds. No signs of degradation. Both of them close to their fastest laps of the session so far. Thoughts on Max? 1% race, 99% show. The ratio's maybe a little bit out, but it's like 20% race, 80% show maybe. Yeah, the TV are saying lap 20 as well. Oscar's engineers telling him all medium runners seem to be experiencing graining. Interesting. Sargent's down 1 to P7. He's been overtaken by Ocon. But can Ocon get Albon? Let's go have a look at my qualifying notes. I think they're fairly similar in terms of top speed. So as long as Albon's close to a car ahead, Piastri through on Sargent. So Sargent's dropping back now. Alpine and Williams similar top speed with DRS, but Albon's about 4 seconds behind Gasly now, so Ocon probably stands a good shot of coming through on him. Alonso, fastest lap of the session, 37.9. Leclerc is within DRS now of Max. I think we might see Leclerc overtake on Max. Max feels like he's hurting the tires in high speed. So, graining. They're looking at stopping, but they don't want to stop into... Oh, Leclerc having a look? Nope. So if Max pits now, Max drops out to about where Sargent is, I reckon. behind Sargent. So Max drops out to Ricardo. About 25 seconds with the penalty. Max's tires sending his pace, his regards. Yeah. His tires said, nah. We will box the slap, the AI says. So Max is coming in. What do we say? I think Max will come out near Ricardo and Russell. Charles, use the banana. Max is letting Leclerc go. Max definitely let him go, not to waste any time there. And he's in. Has to be the hard. Yeah, Max has got the advantage where he's got 2 hards, 2 mediums. Hard tire going on. Medium, yeah, I think they're like, you know what, that medium wasn't ideal. Let's throw a hard on now. Who else is in the pits as well? We've got Albon and Piastri in. I think Max has kicked off that pit stop sequence. Piastri onto a hard set as well. Hamilton puncture. So Hamilton's got a puncture and he's at turn 4 right now. Okay, so Hamilton touched with Piastri. Piastri had a puncture as well from that. Piastri was, you saw it was Piastri's car grounding. Yeah, Verstappen came out just in between Russell and Ricardo. Hamilton's letting everybody pass because he is in trouble. He just punted the bollard. Yeet. Who's at fault? Who knows? How bad are these screets? They're all right. Hamilton's saying the car's not slowing down. Hamilton is bleeding. Lap 18, Hamilton puncture. R.I.P. Lewis. Yeah. Unlucky. Where was he running? He was running around 8th, so. Very slow stop, but when you've got a puncture, it can also be quite difficult to get the jacks under the car if the car is sitting down too low. Hamilton cut the track and gained an advantage. Jokes. Checo's coming through. Okay. So, I mean, where's Checo at? Checo's P2, 14 seconds off the lead. He's on the hard tire. I mean, arguably, if Perez can make this to lap 20 and manage the medium to the end, he could one-stop it, no? Could Checo could one-stop this? I don't know what he's looking like. So He's been coming through traffic. Let's see what Checo can do in clean air. He's 15 seconds behind Charles. Oh, he's already pitted once. When did he stop? He can effectively one stop from here. He pit on lap 1. But yeah. Effective one stop. So if he can basically split this and do, let's say, 30 laps on the hard and 20 laps on the medium. What has everybody done on the medium? The longest medium stint so far is Ocon and Leclerc on 18 laps. Send it. I've got my anyone but Max hat on. Piastri will have to stop again, yeah. So Max is up into P9. Leclerc's cooking though, and Leclerc's, I mean, Verstappen's 20. He pit and lost 25 seconds to where Leclerc was, and Max is currently at 27 seconds. So Leclerc's doing okay in clean air. Max is losing time behind Joe. I mean, he's just set a personal best lap on his last lap, so I mean, he's losing time now, yeah, but nothing crazy. My timing. Have the timing loops died for everybody? Yeah, they have. Yeah, my timing died at the beginning of lap 2, and it's back now. Perez is closing the gap to Leclerc currently. Max got held up a bit by Show. Do you keep in touch with Otmar? No, I haven't talked to Otmar in a long time. I like Otmar though. Best race of the season? Don't know about that. I mean, Perez is closing to Leclerc. Leclerc's just trying to manage it. Leclerc with a 21-second stop will drop him out behind around Stroll. So Leclerc stops now. He comes out P4. I think Leclerc's doing very well. Very recency bias, yeah. Very recent. What are the salary ranges for the job that I had? Trackside job? Young people? Probably 45, 50 grand up to experienced performance engineers, maybe 120 grand. Formula One salaries aren't very high. That's pounds. I'm just guessing numbers, but I think those are about ballpark. The median performance engineer salary probably 60, 70 grand. 120 grand is probably that's there's very few people, performance engineers, making that. High for the UK, but not high for the industry. I mean, I know IndyCar race engineers and American race engineers in general tend to make a lot more money. Leclerc with the slow stop, but he still comes out. He still comes out just behind that. If that wasn't a disaster. Hey, good morning, Greg. Russell flying straight through. Honestly, if I never see this racetrack again, I'll be okay. Any job for software engineers trackside? No. There's no point in being a software engineer at the track. No. If you don't have to work from the track, you don't work from the track. Ricardo puncture? So Tsunoda's pit again. Tsunoda did 11 laps on a 10 laps on a soft, 11 laps on a medium. I don't know what that's about, honestly. So Perez leads. He's done 21 laps on the hard. His lap times are steady. His fastest lap's a 38.1. His last lap was a 38.1. Leclerc's. Let's see what Leclerc's first lap. I don't think we'll see good lap times on Leclerc until that hard tire's 3 laps old. The average life for a hard we don't know yet because nobody's basically take a hard to the end. Hamilton stopped 17 laps on a puncture. Piastri stopped 17 laps on a puncture. Both of those were our only 2 hard tire starters. Considering the mediums, Leclerc did 21 laps. Let's watch Leclerc's replay. Front right slow. I mean, I think Ocon's 20 laps on a medium, Leclerc's 20 laps on a medium. They were both going quite well. So I think, yeah, Perez could do 30 laps on the hard, possibly, as long as he's not into trouble. So Russell is on an 8-lap-old hard, and he's done a 37.9. Perez, on a 22-lap-old hard, is doing a 38.3 last lap. 4/10 in a tire that's basically 15 laps older. I think the hard tire's going okay. Russell cruising past Carlos. Max gone past Sainz as well. Ciao. Bamco Spy Norris crashed at turn 11 into turn 12 early in the race. Driver error or a bump or something. No contact, but it looked like, yeah, I'd categorize it as a mistake. Low grip. If anybody's new to the stream, welcome. I know the beginning of the stream we missed out on a lot of the geeky data stuff, but if you're interested in learning more about Formula One and data analysis, I've seen a couple people in here say they're into software development as well. So there's, if you go to break.com, that's BRRRAKE.com. Oh, collision. Oh. Hold on. Red Bull end plate gone? Is there... Don't worry, the TV director will give us a replay in a minute. You know what? I'll do it myself. He turned in on me. I don't think Russell saw Max there. I don't think Russell saw him. Oh, Checo. No way. Did Max not change his swing? It looks like there was a lot of carbon debris, and that was going to be just punctures. Right, remind me, when they mention... So, turn 12 incident involving cars, 63 Russell and 1 Verstappen noted. Who... They always do it in order of who they think fault is, right? Russell floor damage. That wasn't, yeah. Max had a 2.7 pit stop. Why would they change? If it was substantially damaged, they would consider changing it. Racing incident at most, I agree. I don't think it was George's fault. Wait, what's... Did I miss something? But how did Perez end up behind Leclerc? Leclerc didn't pit? No, I know that, but in terms of... Oh, it was a 10-second gap, fine. The pit loss is... I thought I had the wrong pit loss. Charles is left out because he was on a 6-lap old hard. You don't stop off of 6 laps. The safety car will be in this lap. Yeah, 1 second. 1 second stop with a fresh hard. So 23 laps to go. Perez should go to the end on this tire. Ballard. If anybody's new, welcome to the stream. My name's Blake. We do this pretty much every qualifying and race. We watch qualifying and the race here, and I give you my commentary on what I think is happening, and I feel like I've got a pretty unique perspective, having spent 6 years as a trackside engineer. So there's a lot of stuff I think I can pick up that the commentators will probably miss, and some little details, and honestly, it's a good place to hang out and chat with you guys. So Leclerc stays out. He's on a 6-lap old hard. He should be able to go to the end on this. The tire's very cold. Perez on a new hard. Verstappen took a precautionary new hard. Gasly, Piastri might be able to stretch this one. I think most people are going to the end unless you're on a medium, honestly. CJ Hattrick, welcome. Good to have you, man. I think the Max says, I don't think Russell saw me, but Max had put, and it wasn't like it was a late deep dive. It was like, I think Max was substantially alongside. I'm not trying to make a meal out of it, but I'm pretty sure Max, it wasn't a lunge. He was just like, boop. Russ penalty. Yep. Job done. Maybe a bit harsh. Dude. Hey, dude, seriously? Brittany Houston, thank you for the gifted sub to CJ. And Greg, thank you for the gifted sub to GJT. I know we've got some Matt and Tommy homies in here. Oh, Piastri. Piastri's like, no, let me have this. I know we've got some Matt and Tommy homies in here. I appreciate you guys for coming by to hang out this weekend. I know your boys will be back next weekend, but they're out there having fun right now. It's my Discord bandwidth fee. I appreciate you, bro. Piastri P3. Can he do 35 laps on this set? Yeah. Hamilton's Bono's telling Lewis, or vice versa, wins picked up. Max unsafe release. Noted. Perez half a second. No DRS. Piastri, insane race. I hope he can make these tires last. Gasly could be difficult. Max will come through on him. "45-mile-an-hour gusts. Usually the street circuits will shelter some of the, the wind. No further investigation for Max." I saw that as well. That didn't look bad. Max has already served his 5-second penalty at the first stop. Yeah. Hamilton P16, Russell P9. Russell P9 with a 5-second penalty. It was either hit or the wall. No, there was a lot of room there. Yeah, if Russell doesn't stop again, which he shouldn't be stopping in because he's on a 3-lap old hard, he'll have a 5-second penalty applied to his race time. Right, so Perez half a second. No DRS right now, but is he gonna have a look? No, he's waiting. So anyway, welcome in anybody that's new today. Hopefully we'll see you guys for Abu Dhabi qualifying in the race, the last races of this season. And if you're on Twitch and you haven't checked out the YouTube, exclamation F1 for the Break F1 YouTube. And I've got a lot of technical deep dives this season I've done so far. I've got a lot of great videos coming out over the next couple weeks. And then towards the beginning of next season, I'm going to have a lot of new Formula One like basics videos that are different than stuff that you will have seen so far, and hopefully in a little bit more detail, and then adding hopefully many more of my personal experiences, anecdotes from the track, which you don't really get anywhere else. So be sure to check out Break F1 on YouTube. Do you do airline review videos? Yeah, I should do. We do on the Engine Braking podcast, which is my podcast. We record every Monday or Tuesday night. Most Monday and Tuesday nights. We do trackside toilet reviews. Gasly defending very well to Verstappen, making his car very wide. Echo Agent, thanks for the follow as well. Eleanor the Gamer, when Russell was at Williams, I thought he was going to be able to hang great one day, but he's proven he can't hang with the big boys. He could still improve. I think Russell is very good. I know it's not time for Perez yet. I know I give Russell a bit of trouble, but I think Russell is very good. Helen asks who's going to do the Vegas toilet review. I've got a couple friends. I've got quite a few friends out at the circuit because everybody's out there. But we'll get some reviews. Blake is my real name, so I tripped out when I found your channel. Let's go. Perez biding his time. Perez knows that this has to be clean. I think he knows that Leclerc will race him cleanly without... I don't think he's going to have to be like, what's he going to do? But, yeah, Piastri has to stop again, by the way. Hard. So Piastri has to stop again. Yeah, Piastri kind of got had over, honestly. Yeah, big send. Offline, a bit dirty. I wouldn't be surprised to see Leclerc come back. You know, like I like have another go. Will Leclerc stop again? He shouldn't. If Leclerc stops again, it's not the play. Good moves from Checo, yeah. I think Leclerc's going to get another shot to try and come back again. Yeah, the DRS advantage is not as much. No. I mean, that level of DRS was actually quite good because it just let him get alongside. It wasn't like it was a fly past. Verstappen purple, a 36.6. 5/10 faster than Checo's fastest lap right now. Piastri's just out of reach slightly. Verstappen should be coming through on Piastri this lap. Is Perez? Yeah, Perez has cleared him. I don't think we're getting... I don't think Leclerc's got DRS. Is this Max on Piastri here? Yeah. Piastri's clipping just before the braking zone. That's about... Okay. Albon could potentially go to the end. It'd be 34 laps on a hard. Big dust offline. I like the dust offline. It looks... Imagine them take each other out. Ocon's gonna T-bone him or something. Hold position, he's like, fuck you, mate. Good on him. Max 1.1 to Leclerc. I mean, we're going to see Checo versus Max in a minute. We're going to see Checo and Max racing in a minute. Something, something, Max shitting on the Grand Prix, something, something. Verstappen 1.3 to Leclerc. Leclerc is in DRS range of Perez, so it's not done yet. What happened to Logan? Did he get boned by the safety car? Where's the loin set? Michael, Max's damaged front wing, I'm not sure. They didn't change it at the stop, so... Leclerc touched the wall? Oof. Just a little love tap? MJ, what's up, man? So, missing end plate, but... The end plates on these wings don't really do much. Verstappen 1.0. Oh, Leclerc's gone back through on Perez. Leclerc's gone back through on Perez. Oh, shit. Now Verstappen's coming through. Max has just set a purple lap as well, a 36.2. 1.5 seconds per lap faster than Perez last lap. Verstappen will have DRS. Checo caught sleeping. I mean, Leclerc's tires are 5 laps older than Perez. Good move from Chuck there. Good job. Is it easier to warm a tire on a safety car when it's new? Not really. And that's how you leave it a space. Good job. Why are the best laps in purple? I don't know. I got real money on Rari. Yeah, boy. Max straight through on Bettis. Why are they not fighting? Why are you not fighting? I mean, did Checo hurt his tires too much attacking? Death miss, that's a very interesting one. Max is telling Checo, he's like, come on. Jess, oh my god, toxic. He's chilling. He's chilling. What time is it in Britain? It's 7 a.m. 10 past 7 in the morning. Oh my god, is that Rihanna? And the Ferrari? Max was like, come on. Stick in the DRS. Let's get this dude. Let's mug him. Just like, Verstappen going down the inside. Job done. No. Oh, they're trading brakes. And Max gets it. But hopefully Perez can stay in the DRS. But in the past, we see the defending car losing more tires than the attacking car, but I don't think that's the way it works on this track. AWS graphic, what did it say? But if Max tries to back up back up Leclerc too much, he's going to be vulnerable. The battery usage graphic is so bad. Stop. I think it actually might be useful, like might be telling a useful story, but the way it's done is not good. Regards sent. Lol. Perez is super close to having DRS, but he's just outside. You think Leclerc will stop for softs? No. No, if Leclerc stops for softs, he's fucked. If Leclerc boxes now, he drops back to P15. Is this the best race of the year? No. Scar. Imagine Scar. It's the best F1 race this weekend, that's for sure. So Leclerc's got DRS-ish. Let's see if they can... Coming out of, like, I guess, was this turn 8? We'll see if they can hang on to it. In terms of Russell's close on Albon right now. 8 to 12 is close. Yeah, this is actually it's not been a bad race. I've been super negative all week, but this has not been, it's not been a bad race. Flips, you're new from Welcome. Welcome. If anybody's new, just tuning into the stream, and you've just randomly stopped in, maybe you saw a new stream on Recommended, welcome to the stream. My name's Blake, former F1 engineer, now F1 content creator, making F1 content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, mostly focusing on YouTube, and then also during race weekends, I give you my alternative commentary to the F1 races. I've got all my timing powered by F1 Multiviewer here, and usually hanging out and chatting about what I think is going on. Alonso keeping his nose out of Sainz's gearbox. Russell has not taken his penalty. He will have the penalty applied at the end of the race. So if you're just tuning in on Twitch or YouTube, don't forget to hit the follow button so you'll see us. We'll be live for qualifying and the race for Abu Dhabi, and we'd love to see you again then. And a total vibe on Twitter, sometimes too sarcastic, but I do offer lots of analytical engineering and data analysis insight, and I post a lot of that stuff on Twitter as well. Carlos. No, Albon gets mugged there. No, he's out of the points. And inside of first, buy me a coffee. The buy me a coffee, I think, is very good. Max opening the gap of 35.9. Toto's on the video. Hunt him down. I love the Toto message, bro. That's because... Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We've got 10 laps to go left. Russell has a 5-second penalty. If that penalty is applied now, he will be 12th. Hamilton... not having a great race. They've been struggling all weekend. Perez is still in reach of Leclerc, but Max is checked out in the top 3. Piastri will stop again at some point. Piastri's going to finish 14th. Russell does probably have damage, yeah. There was a lot of shit flying around. Part of that was Max's end plate, but yeah. At this rate, Red Bull does have 1 and 2 locked up in the Drivers' Championship. That's correct. Right, if they finish in this order, Perez 273, Hamilton 226. So that's job done. So the front right tire, yeah. I think GP's especially referring to turn 16, 17, 6, and 11. Do you think Vegas lived up to the hype so far? It sounds like, let's just put it this way. It seems like the Grand Prix has been solid, like a reasonable race, but everything else around it is just, I don't know. The Red Bull doesn't have a penalty now. George Russell in the Mercedes has the penalty. And because he won't stop again, that penalty is applied to his race time. Yeah. No, sorry, I might have said it different, but yeah. When is Piastri going to pit? I think he's going to wait as long as possible. Lando going to the hospital for checks? Do you think Russell's penalty was fair? I mean, I think everybody agrees George didn't see him there. But I think that's a George issue. Who are you voting for driver of the day? I don't know. Paris has had a really good drive. As in terms of recovery. So if you're Piastri, you basically, so he's on a 27 lap old hard. As long as he's opening up the gap or holding the gap to people behind him, he should wait. Because if there's another safety car... Oh, Leclerc didn't make that. Paris has got him. Error prone? Just kidding. Not that narrative. Piastri's only used medium or hards. Piastri has used 2 sets of hards. Oh. What was that? Leclerc just literally just goes boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he sent it. Piastri in. Why leave it so late, McLaren? They had to stop at some point. They were probably just trying to find the best gap. He's come out in 11th, though. 8 seconds behind Hamilton. He's got 7 laps. He's on... Oh, he's been done by Albon as well. Why did Toto tell Russell they were on for P4? Yeah, Toto's on the Oh my god, Hamilton yeeted it. Max 4 seconds gap. Leclerc's just outside of DRS at the moment. Russell, I mean, not to be fair at this point, 5 second penalty. Russell's P10 right now. Leclerc's going to come back at Perez. He's got 5 laps. He's in DRS right now. Verstappen doesn't have a penalty. I don't know. People keep saying Max has a penalty. Max served his penalty at the pit stop. I mean, Leclerc's laps are 5 laps. Leclerc's tires are 5 laps older, but that doesn't mean he's still within a second, so. What do we got? Anything Hamilton could get a Hamilton 6/10 on Alonso right now. Haas have created the greatest tire destroying machine ever. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Stroll P5? What the fuck? What? Lance Stroll P5. Dad, I'm fast. Yeah, Hamilton up into P8 easy. I think Stroll's an okay driver. No. Hulkenberg retiring. Hmm. He's not that bad. He's really shit when the car's bad. When the car's okay, he's actually reasonable. Not great, but good. When their car turned into a piece of crap in the middle of the season, Lance was nowhere. But before that, he was all right. Not, and you're comparing him to frickin' Fernando Alonso. Come on. How is Max not in top 3? Nobody's surprised by the performance. Justin Bieber waving the checkered flag. That's cute. Who's Justin's beaver? Alonso back to where he started the race. Tsunoda gearbox issue question? Wait, Justin Bieber's Canadian? I think Leclerc could come back. He's got 5 lap older tires, but he could still have a look-see. Is he in the Is he gonna get the DRS? Does he get the DRS? Oh, my alarm's going off. Fucking hell. I'm awake. Leclerc's got that DRS. Yuki's pulled it off at the end of 12, it looks like. Snowda done. How many DNFs do we have? 3. Snowda will be classified, fine. But I mean, he did effectively DNF his car. Russell is motivated by the pep talk. I mean, he's going to get P4 on the road before the penalty. Hey, look, it's Bieber. Get a couple loints. Leclerc's GP's saying close up the gap to check a little bit. 2.5 seconds should be a meaningful tow. Right now, Leclerc 6/10 behind Perez. He's ready for him. He's like, nom 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 nom. Max is his drive of the day. I mean, it's a good drive, but I'm just not surprised by it. You know? I need one of the Wii remote straps on the flag. Yeah, Max is backed off quite a bit. Final lap. 2 seconds gap. Leclerc will have DRS. Leclerc has one more shot. Does he send it or does he not send it? Max has already won the drivers' championship, yeah. Last chance. Come on, Chuck, just send it, man. It doesn't fucking matter. Take him out if you have to. Take him out if you have to, bro. He's gonna go too deep. No, he didn't go too deep. No fucking way. I was just kidding, man. No. No. Did Crofty just say what Verstappen's in Vegas? Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. Crofty's an absolute goof. Right. That wasn't terrible. It was a little bit chaos, hard to follow at times, but just I guess when we've got multi-pack racing like that, I think that's what happens. But let's do this. If you guys want to dig a little bit deeper into what happened during the race, I am going to go take a quick nap, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put together it's called my newsletter, which is if you like Formula One and you want to learn a little bit more about the Formula One data, I can basically help explain what happened during the race. Here. This is what I call my buy me a coffee. So if you go to break.com with 3 R's, it will take you to this. It'll probably take you to this page. But here's the kind of stuff that we're looking at. Like, I'll show you. Here's the Brazil race analysis. I go through all the data, everything that happened. It's bullet pointed. It's not too long to read. I'll copy and paste all the relevant data, show you the strategy, the tire, the gaps. We'll look into certain people's races, why they were fast, why they were slow, gaps, performance, pace, degradation, everything else. And that's something I do every freaking week. It's basically the cost of a coffee a month. Snags, dude, thank you for the 30. Is that Australian dollars? Freaking legend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 30.99 super chat. That's absolutely insane. But like, let's talk about the race before everybody gets out of here. I want to chat. YouTube, Twitch. What did you guys think? Out of 10. I think that was I wasn't bored. I wasn't, I was happy throughout the race. Leclerc's angry. What's he upset about? The penalty? Leclerc wanted to win. He should have driven faster, probably. Yeah, but more disappointed than angry. Okay. Max changed his mind. He liked the track. They're playing Elvis over the radio. Yeah, Sunday was the only redeeming feature of this race, honestly. The whole event was not ideal, but I've lost my feed. I mean, Leclerc's move at the end, pretty freaking good. Max podcast, win. Yeah, I've lost the feed. Do I need to go back and watch that, chat? Do I need to go back and watch like the last 3 minutes or something? A fight for the lead, that's a lot this year, yeah. Yeah. If you ignore the bullshit on Thursday, it was at 8.5. Yeah, maybe. MJ, Perez got overtaken by Leclerc on the final lap. And my multi-viewer is not happy on my laptop either. Needed longer driver intros. CJ 7.5, not bad. Not bad. But seriously, man, Snacks, thank you for the super chat. That's so freaking kind of you. And YouTube, you freaking legends. And Twitch. What did I appreciate you guys getting up or staying up and choosing to come hang out with me. I know you've got plenty of other places you can be. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to send you guys over to someone else's stream. The Engine Braking podcast will be live tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. I think tomorrow. But yeah. So the Engine Braking podcast is me in Engine Mode 11. We talk about Formula One. We have a great time. And yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Why did Max have to win? I don't know. So the Macau Grand Prix is starting. I'm going to go get in bed and put my headphones in and watch that. Luke Browning, I believe, is starting from pole. Absolute legend. Love you for your content, even though you work for Red Bull. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I wanted to work for a good team, you know. So if you're on Twitch, I'm gonna send you guys over. YouTube, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys freaking soon. All right, I'll be back. I've got a lot of videos coming out in the next couple weeks before the season's over. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. And Twitch, I'm gonna send you guys over to Team Redline real quick because they're gonna be watching the Macau Grand Prix. Team Redline. If you've got any questions or any comments, or you want to chat and keep in touch with everybody, check out the Discord on Twitch. The Discord link is here. And then if you're on YouTube, the Discord link is in the description on the video, so check it out. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna go watch the end of this stuff. That's Team Redline is Max's sim racing team. Yeah. They got Luke, Josh, and Gianni doing the commentary. So I'll see you guys shortly. All right. Have a great night or morning. I'm going to go take a nap. GG's, homies. YouTube, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Thanks for everything. Peace.